Hey Saber fans, Tony here from RoninSabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a website, RoninSabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts, so if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So here we have a High Ground from SPSabers. This is his version of the Episode 3 Obi-Wan Lightsaber, which is one of my favorite models as far as hilts go, and lightsaber hilts or designs. This is the Prestige version, or the Batch 2 from the Prestige version. So it came with tons of necks. It came with the chromed emitter and chromed pommel, as well as a brushed finish pommel and brushed emitter. The customer receiving this will not get the brushed silver emitter because you can't really use it with it being installed with Neopixel. And so, yeah. This also features a RoninSabers chassis. This is the first or second kind I've had on the channel. This is a smaller battery one than the one I've done previously. And so, yeah. So for this functionality for the Saber, you got to undo the kind of hex retention screw here, and then the chassis will slide right out. And then I'll show you this real quick. This is the Shtok V3 connector in here. You got a Saber Bay blade side connector in there, and then a Shtok V3 connector in there. And so flat PCB and everything, so that's very nice as well. And then you got a battery terminal, positive, negative. You've got buttons, power, aux. You've got two holes here, both for these two compartments. The copper one doesn't really serve a purpose, but it is there. You got a Proffie V2 board running ProffieOS 6.7. Now, this customer asked for a crystal reveal, so I kind of mocked up a crystal reveal real quick, which was kind of fun. So he has a little crystal chamber there, and then it points directly to the Proffieboard. And then, of course, a Smuggler's Outpost 28mm speaker. And so, sucker is loud. For the sake of the video, too, and worth mentioning, the sound venting on the High Ground itself doesn't have very, very well vented sound terribly. And so what I recommend for the user is to use the chrome one for display, because it's very, very nice and I wouldn't want to damage it. And then I take off, which is what I'm going to do for the video, take off the pommel cap for this one and use this one for the actual swinging around the saber, because it serves as a very good vented pommel here. I'm pretty sure SPSabers is making a vented pommel cap, so you won't have to worry about that in hindsight. But for, as of right now, before you order one or whatever, you'll just have to use without a blade cap. At least that's what I recommend. So with this saber install, of course, I normally just do Obi-Wan fonts on these type of sabers. I will have a few available on the website as well. I have, I think, 2 or 3. I'm waiting on another batch 3 to arrive, but I have 2 more batch 2s that will be installed with my chassis and installed with Obi-Wan fonts. So I'll go through all of Obi-Wan's story, and then the customer here asked for 5, I think, fonts added, and of course the party blade at the end. So without further ado, let's plug in the battery and show you off the fonts. So you can kind of see the crystal here, passive battery monitor on boot, and then the crystal will just pulse, and it'll go through all the fonts and colors and stuff. One thing worth mentioning, I guess I didn't think about that. So without further ado, let's show you off the fonts. So first up, we start with a Clone Wars font. This is several of my quotes and stuff that I've sampled and stuff, but the font base itself is Mace by K-Sith. Clone Wars track on there. Again, very, very loud with this opening here. I definitely recommend doing that with a lot of High Ground sabers. But a light blue here is to symbolize the Clone Wars color.
You're not off the hook yet.
You also have a lot of preons and post-offs and stuff. Very, very nice.
I will do what needs to be done.
Tons of quotes.
Only the weak embrace the dark side. Wait a minute, how did this happen? We're smarter than this.
So power and aux, again, so for force effects or quotes, you can just hold power for 2 seconds and let go.
Define easy.
And then to blasters, just tap aux. For multi-blast, you want to hold aux for 2 seconds and let go.
Blasters? Well, no accounting for taste.
Get that multi-blast begin sound. You just swing your saber. Get out of it, tap once more.
You've obviously never fought a Jedi, have you?
And just get out of it, that's the end, begin blast. And so yeah, for lockup you can just hold and then clash, which is responsive to the angle of the blade. For lightning block you want to hold power, tap aux, which might be a bit tricky. There we go, lightning block. Which is a bit hard to do with the saber. And then color changing, hopefully. There we go. You just rotate your saber. If you want to fine tune a color, you want to hold and then let go of power, If you want to go back to the previous color, just hit Aux. And so yeah.
Your move.
This does have gesture features as well. Twist on and twist off, as well as stab on and thrust on, I believe. So yeah. Next up.
Hello there.
This is Bold One by K Sith. This is the Episode 3 version of Obi-Wan's lightsaber. So a deeper blue for this. Quotes and stuff as well.
Chancellor Palpatine, Sith Lords are our speciality. You are the Old One. They have a job to do, Anakin. Try not to upset him.
So this will have General Grievous versus Obi-Wan as the track. It's quite nice. I don't believe this one has a track player on it.
Your move.
No. Wait, I gotta turn it up.
Loop.
No. It is not.
Anakin has turned to the dark side.
So this I decided to go with, this is again the same font by K Sith. This is the Anakin's Betrayal one, so it has Order 66 as the track. With very sad
I have brought
quotes.
peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
So yeah. Next up,
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
this is the, of course, Anakin vs. Obi-Wan version of the same font by K Sith.
You will try.
Has that pre-on. Of course, this one has quotes and stuff as well from those scenes.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. You underestimate my power. You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
So yeah. Next up,
It's just Ben these days.
this is Ben from the Rematch bundle. This is bicarbophonic. So kind of a Sith ignition. Kind of a more of a Ben Kenobi swing to it.
Beginning to think you'd never come. Take good care of him.
Quotes from the show.
It'll buy you the time you need. You must get these people out of here. You are all the future. You are the future.
So yeah, this does have a track player on it, so do the blade sideways and it'll play the tracks. You can rotate to choose tracks. This one's my favorite. Press power to lock it in. Next up,
Ben Kenobi?
this is Kyberphonics OB4. This is the Cantina version. This has the unstable buildup and the white swing. Some quotes.
I haven't gone by the name of Obi-Wan since before you were born. The jungle and wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
This has the Force theme on it. So yeah. Next up,
You can't win, Darth.
this is same font, but this is the Death Star version. It's a bit of a different hum, as well as a bit of a different blasters, Imperial blasters. So yeah, Force effects.
Using that to BT-16. Yes, the other guy was telling me about it. They say it's what was that? Using that to BT-16.
Yeah.
Yes, don't worry about that. Telling me about it. They say it's what was that? Yes.
Next up,
You want me to put the hammer down?
so the customer added some fonts to it. This is the start of it. This is Thunder God by Kyberphonic. This is a Thor-inspired font. So when you turn it on, it'll summon the lightning and then ignite. Which is a crazy, crazy font. This has the Ragnarok track on there by default. Crazy. But yeah, and once you're done with it, it goes back to the sky. I'll demo that more clearly. So yeah. Next up,
Thanks!
This is a Jar Jar inspired Sith font, and so, yeah. This has a purple blade for it, because Sith also had purple blades. I believe this one does have a track player on it as well. Yeah. So yeah. A very fun font as well. Next up. This is Proton Pack by Kyberphonic. This is a Ghostbusters inspired font. And so FF263's blade style for it. Very loud. It's quite nice. Has the Ray Parker theme on it. Of course, when the stream's done, it goes back to, or just kind of like as lightning, so it just goes. Yeah. Next up. This is by Repulse Custom Fonts, I believe. This is Nazgul, which is very, very nice. Has the Eye of Sauron blade on there by FF263. Very loud. Okay, I didn't have the screen. So you can see a lot better here. You have the Eye of Sauron, basically, which is responsive to the angle of the blade. It'll change. And then, see a lot better here. Very, very loud. So yeah, very, very cool. Next up. Last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor and, of course, the party blade. So that includes the install for the High Ground from SPSabers, the Prestige version, or Batch 2, I should say. I hope the customer enjoys it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.